welcome to the live stream. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday evening for me. It's about 6:45 p.m. Let's see who we have in the chat here. Let's see. We have Logan in the chat. Hey, Logan. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Hey, Scott. I am well, thank you. You said we have lots of stuff to talk about today on stream, if that's okay. Of course. You have come to the right place. Let's see, who else do we have here? Hey, Ethan. Thank you so much. Yes, I just hit 1K on my second channel. If you guys don't know, I do have a second YouTube channel. I'm trying to be more active over there. It's a little tough because I do prioritize my main channel, but I am trying to grow on my second channel. And I am currently streaming on my second channel as well, simultaneously while I stream on my main channel right now. I just upgraded my StreamYard package where I can stream on multiple locations. So I am streaming on my second channel at the same time right now, as well as my Twitch channel. I just started out on Twitch, so you could also watch the stream on my second channel, my Twitch channel. If you guys don't mind, possibly watching the replay on my second channel because it helps me get my watch hours up. I'm trying to get my watch hours up on my second channel. So if you guys could help out any way that you can. I do have my second channel linked in the description. So you can go subscribe if you don't mind. And maybe give some of my old videos a watch over there. Or the live stream replay because it'll help me reach my watch hour goal over there. But thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. Hey, Alex. Glad you could join the stream. How you doing? Hey, Kane. Welcome. Hey, Mel. Hey, Chris. We're going to get into some Scream 7 theories and predictions. So if you guys have any theories or predictions that you want to share with the chat, drop them in the chat now, and I will get to them as I move along in the chat. Hey, Isa. I'm glad you can make it as well. Hey, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Scott says, what do you think of the idea of a female version of American Werewolf in London remake instead of a male actor being dated by a female actress playing the part of David? I mean, that would be interesting. I just watched the original for the first time like a couple of weeks ago, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, if they were to make a remake, I would be interested for sure. I have not seen the sequel. I think the sequel is American Werewolf in Paris, right? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Jay. Who do you think is the most broken Ghostface? Interesting. That's a tough one. I mean, they're all pretty broken if you really think about it. Maybe Nancy, maybe Roman. They have like a lot of trauma with their family. So probably one of those two. Which Ghostfaces do you think is the most overrated? Mine is Charlie. the most underrated is either Mickey or Ethan. Well, I think we have very opposite opinions. I think Charlie is pretty underrated, actually. I feel like Charlie gets a lot of undeserved hate. I love Charlie. And Ethan, I think, is overrated, at least on TikTok. When I post on TikTok, I notice that a lot of people love Ethan, and I just don't get it. I can't stand Ethan. So he's definitely, I think he's the most overrated. Hey, Prodigy. I'm glad you can make it as well. Hey, Ray. You said, hey, Sister Pam fam gang, watch out for Stu. He's gone mad. Glad you can make it to the stream, Ray. Hey, Alejandro. Thanks for joining. Hey, Chris. You said, do you think Billy is dead, or do you think Kevin Williamson will include Billy and Stu as ghost faces, or just Stu? I do think Billy is dead. He was shot in the head. There's no doubt about it, in my opinion, that he's dead, especially because this franchise emphasizes that unless you shoot them in the head, they can always come back. So Billy is one of the few that is like definitely dead, in my opinion. I do love the way that they brought him back in 5 and 6 with like the hallucination, Sam's hallucination of Billy. I thought that was great. That was a great way for fans to see Billy again. I thought Skeet Ulrich was so great in that role in 5 and 6. And it's a shame that we probably won't see him again in 7, considering Sam won't be in the movie. I have heard a few people speculate like maybe Sydney will have some Billy hallucinations, which I suppose is possible. You know, she has plenty of trauma. Maybe she'll hallucinate past ghost faces. I would love to see Skeet again, but I don't think it'll be with Billy being alive. I think it can only be a hallucination. Hey, Trish, I'm well, thank you. I hope you are as well. Hey, Scream franchise. Chris says, because I know Stu will return in Scream 7. You are right about that. I am with you, Chris. I 100% think that Stu will return in Scream 7. For sure. No doubt about it in my mind. Mel says, can we watch the stream after it ends? Yes. So whenever I end a stream, the replay like uploads to my channel. And like I said previously, I am currently also streaming on my second channel. So you definitely can watch the replay on my second channel, which I would greatly appreciate because it'll help me reach my watch hour goal on my second channel. I have to hit 4,000 hours to be monetized on my second channel, which is my goal. So right now I'm at like 700 watch hours over there. So I have a little ways to go. So if you guys don't mind watching the replay on my second channel, that would really help me out and I would really appreciate it. Issa says, do you think that we will see other Scream actors return for Scream 7? For sure. You guys know I've been saying, like, I think we're going to see Patrick Dempsey for sure as Mark Kincaid because he is Sydney's husband. And with Scream 7 being a Sydney-focused movie, I do think we're going to see him again. I do think we're going to see Gail Weathers again. I hope we're going to see Kirby Reed. That's kind of up in the air. We don't really know for sure, but whatchamacallit? Apparently, Hayden Panettiere did say recently on a convention that she would love to return. So I hope that we can get her back. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Jason, you said Schumacher is alive and will be in Scream 7. Changed my mind. Stu needs to not only be in 7, but 8 as well. Love the channel. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Yeah, you know, I'm number one Stu believer. I do think he'll be back in 7. I would absolutely love to see him in Scream 8 as well. Hopefully he can get away with it in Scream 7 and continue on into Scream 8. That would be great. I hope so. Chris says, are they still doing that Scream TV series reboot with Kirby and some other legacy characters? I don't know. I do think that was just a rumor. I don't know how true it is. Nothing's set in stone. Nothing's been confirmed. I heard this rumor about a month or two ago that apparently they are looking to do like not only more sequels, but like spin-offs and a TV show involving Kirby. Like I said, don't know how true this is. I do think it's just a rumor at this point, but I would love that. I would love to see the Scream franchise continue in any way that they can. James says Mickey is pure evil, so is Stu. I mean, yeah, all the ghost faces are pretty evil. Scott says Matthew Lillard was on a video the other day talking about his experience working with the Scooby-Doo franchise, and they asked him about Scream 7. He said, I'm available, and I'm not going to say a thing. Interesting. I did not hear about this. This is a recent video from the other day. I know that he was just recently talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but I have not heard anything about him talking about Scooby-Doo or Scream 7 in recent days. So that's very interesting if this is true. I need to look into this after the stream, and maybe I'll do a video covering it. Prodigy says, which character do you think is most likely to be featured in Scream 7? Leslie Macher, Hank Loomis, or Joel the cameraman? I definitely think Leslie is the most likely. Just because, obviously, she's the sister of Stu. And I do think Stu's returning, so it would make sense for Leslie to return. And the fact that she was mentioned in Scream 5, you know, she's Vince's mom. And apparently, according to some script leaks for Scream 7 months ago, she was going to be in the story for Scream 7. So I do think she's the most likely. I do think there's a chance that Joel could return because he's one of the few surviving characters of the franchise. And we did just find out recently that he was originally going to be in Scream 6. The original script for Scream 6, when Sydney was still in the story, he was going to return. And then I guess once Nev backed out, they chose to kick him out of the story. So I do think there's a chance, but I do think Leslie is the most likely. Are you live on TikTok? Not right now. Right now, I'm just live here on YouTube and my second channel on YouTube, like I mentioned, and Twitch. I did just start a Twitch account, trying to grow over there as well. I don't have my Twitch linked in the description, but I did post about it on my community page yesterday, I think. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch, the link is in my community page here on YouTube. And I would appreciate that if you could follow me over there, because I'm trying to grow on all platforms. Sean says, are you worried that we won't ever get Stu back? I am a little. Honestly, not right now. I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get him back. I am a little worried that it won't be in Scream 7. I think there's a chance they might hold off on it until possibly Scream 9. I really hope not. The thing with Stu coming back is I always imagined it would be like this grand finale to the new trilogy. And Scream 7 was supposed to be the grand finale to this new trilogy. With 5 and 6, 7 was going to be the finale. But now that Melissa Barrera was fired, Jenna Ortega quit, now we have Neve Campbell coming back. There are rumors that Scream 7 is going to be the start of a new trilogy. Don't know how true this is. This is just a rumor. But if 7 is the start of a new trilogy, I am worried a little bit that they won't bring Stu back in 7, but rather save it for possibly Scream 9, which is like the new grand finale of this possible new trilogy. So I do think it's still the plan to bring him back. You know, if it doesn't happen in 7, I'm still hopeful that it's going to happen. I would just be very disappointed if it's not in 7. So I guess we'll see. Jason says, what do you think was going through Stu's mind when Billy told Sydney why he's doing this? He looked shocked and hurt at the same time. That's a good point. He did look shocked. I do think that was the first time that he was finding out about Billy's true motive in the final act. When Billy tells Sydney his actual motive about like Maureen Prescott and why his mom left, Stu did look shocked. I don't know what was actually going through Stu's head, but it was probably just like, oh, shit, like, we're not just doing this for fun. You actually have a motive. Alejandro says, I just watched every Scream movie back to back. Nice. We've just been doing watch parties on the channel. I think you were here for the Scream 5 watch party, if I'm correct. Um, we have one more movie left in the watch party, Scream 6. It's going to be sometime next week, maybe Tuesday. Um, yeah, probably Tuesday. It's not set in stone yet, though, but yeah, we have just Scream 6 left to do for a watch party on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Scream 6, even though I've seen it like 100 times at this point, it's still the one that I've seen the least out of all of them. So I am looking forward to having the watch party. Maybe the being shot in the head rule will be broken. I hope not. I feel like that's just hard to survive. I hope that they don't go back on this rule. Ray says, I predict that the opening killer will kill, but then get caught and unmasked to reveal it's Stu. He runs the cult from prison. Prison Break, third act. I'm kind of torn on this. I don't really want Stu to be revealed in the beginning of the movie. I kind of want to save it for the final act. But then at the same time, I do want him in a full movie. So that's why I want him to get away with it at the end of Scream 7 so that he can be in Scream 8 for a full movie. Because I love the third act reveal. I don't want the reveal to be in the beginning, but at the same time, I do want him in a full movie. So the best way for that is for him to get away with it at the end of Scream 7 and lead us into Scream 8. What do you think of Matthew Lillard's performance in Five Nights at Freddy's, and did you expect that twist? I thought he was great in that movie. I did expect the twist just because I was kind of aware of like who his character was. I've never played the video games or anything like that, but I was aware of who his character was. I kind of knew what was going to happen, so I did expect the twist. But I do think his performance was great. I'm so happy that he's back in horror. And I do think that this just makes his return in Scream 7 all the more likely now. Because he's kind of back in the mainstream. Do you think Stu was on the phone in Scream 5 opening scene? When the killer says, who is the killer in Scream 1? And Tara says Billy Loomis. And the killer says Billy Loomis and Stu Macher very angrily. Yes. 100%. I do think that Stu was the killer or just on the phone in Scream 5 opening scene. I don't know if he was the one who attacked Tara, but I do believe that he was the one on the phone. I do have some theories on this on the channel, so please go check it out if you have not done so already. You can find them in my Stu Macher playlist and my Scream Theories playlist. There are a couple of other clues, not just the one that you pointed out, Ethan. That's a good one, but there are a couple of other clues with Ghostface on the phone that this is Stu. So definitely go check out those videos, please. Hey, Wrestling God, no worries. Thanks for joining. We're about 25 minutes in. I am going to go for like another 30 minutes. Tonight's kind of going to be a short one. Kane says having the same killer for multiple movies is something new, or having a villain win. I'm with you, Kane. Having Stu return, having any killer return from a past movie is something new for the franchise. And like Matthew Lillard has said himself, this is what horror franchises do. The killer always comes back. And Scream always kind of like touches upon what horror franchises do. And this is one of the things that they have not done yet with the killer coming back. So I think Scream 7 is the perfect time. We've had 6 movies of brand new killers. So why not for 7 do something different with a past killer coming back? And then we can move on from this, In 8 or 9, we can have new killers again. I just think 7 is the perfect time, especially considering Sydney's back, because I do think Stu coming back will only work with Sydney involved. Even Matthew Lillard has said that he will only come back if Neve Campbell comes back. So now's the perfect time, especially because we don't know for sure if Neve Campbell is going to be involved moving forward. Like, she wasn't in Scream 6, so we don't know if she's going to be in Scream 8. While we have her in Scream 7, let's bring Stu back. Thank you, Ray, for subscribing to my second channel. I did say earlier in the stream, but if you're new here, I do have a second YouTube channel. The link is in the description of this live stream and the description of all of my past videos. I do have a second YouTube channel. I'm not super active over there, but I'm trying to be. And I am trying to hit all the requirements over there. So please, if you don't mind, go subscribe and check out some of my past videos. Maybe watch this live stream on replay over there. I would greatly appreciate it. Ray also says, I predict in Scream 7, we will dive deeper into the community online that radicalized Amber, like she references in 5. I'm with you, Ray. This is exactly what I think. I do think that what Amber said in Scream 5 was laying the groundwork for Stu's cult. She met Richie online. She says she was radicalized by the message boards. I do think that this is where Stu is leading his cult and recruiting people. Same goes for Jason and Greg in Scream 6. Jason knew Richie. How did they know each other? Jason knew that Richie was the actual killer. Meanwhile, everyone online thinks that it was Sam, but Jason knew the truth. And Jason also said, we have to finish Richie's movie. And Kirby says that she was tracking Jason and Greg's online activity. So To me, this just means like Jason was online, a part of this message board where he met Richie and Amber, and this is Stu's cult. So I'm with you, Ray. I think that 7 will definitely dive deeper into this. Alejandro says Scream 3 is a little goofy, but still enjoyable. Sydney's dream state was spooky. Yeah, Scream 3 is definitely probably the goofiest of all of the movies. Um, Still enjoyable though. I do think Scream 3 is my least favorite, even though I still love it. Um, but yeah, when Sydney has that dream of Maureen, it definitely is like one of the scariest scenes of the franchise. Kane says Scream 7 or 8 opening should have either Martha or the Meeks twins or Kirby killed, or 3 to 4 people like in Scream 6. That was my favorite opening of the franchise. Yes, all 3 of those options that you said are some of my options for the opening kill for 7. Um, I do have a feeling that Scream 7's opening kill is going to be a returning character to mirror Scream 3's opening kill. Cotton Weary was our first ever returning character opening kill. And we know that these new movies are mirroring the originals in some ways. So I do kind of expect Scream 7's opening kill to be a returning character. And there's a few options that it could be. Like you said, could be Martha, the twins, Kirby, could be Kincaid, could be Gail, could possibly be Danny Brackett. You know, I don't know how likely it is that Danny will be included at all in the movie, just because Sam's not in the movie. So they might not want to have any connection to the core four. But if they wanted to include Danny, they could. And I have said before, like, maybe Danny could be the opening kill just to have some kind of connection to the previous movie, but then killing him off in the first 15 minutes to kind of move on from the previous movies. So I guess we'll see. Why would they bring back Ethan? He's the most cringe killer. I'm with you. I I don't like Ethan at all. I think his performance after the reveal was not great. He's my least favorite Ghostface for sure. You know that painting of Ghostface behind you? How cool will it be if they actually have Ghostface exactly like that? Interesting. So you mean if like the actual mask of Ghostface was like colored like this? I mean, that would be pretty cool, but I do kind of hope that they just stay consistent with the white mask. If Schumacher is going to be in Scream 7, do you think that Sydney will recognize him upon his reveal? Or do you think that Stu will have to tell her who he is? Well, if he takes his mask off, I do think she will recognize him right away. I don't think he's gonna look very different. He might have some scars on his face, but I do think you'll be able to tell that it's him. I think Sydney will definitely recognize him right away for sure. We don't want another repeat of Scream 3 where Roman reveals himself and Sydney's face is like, "Who are you?" I want her to recognize him right away for sure. What's your Twitch account? My username is Sistapam96. The link is in my community section on my YouTube if you need the link, but my username is Sistapam96. I would appreciate it if you guys could follow me over there. Hey, Paula. Thanks for joining the live stream. We're going to go for about another 20 minutes and then I have to go. So if you do have any theories or predictions, send them in the chat and I will try to get to everyone. Sometimes it is difficult, so if you have a comment or question you want to make sure that I see, you can send in a super chat. Those are greatly appreciated, but I will try to get to everyone. The best time to bring Stu back is now. I am with you. Like I said, you know, we have Sydney back. So now's the time to do it. If Stu's going to come back, it has to be with Sydney. Matthew Lillard has even said that he will only come back if Nev comes back. So, like you said, now is the time to do it. Scott says, a lot of fans are saying, since Kevin Williamson is going to be the director for Scream 7, they're thinking this will ruin any chance of Matthew Lillard or Stu returning to the franchise. I know a lot of people say this. So my thing is, I know that Kevin Williamson has said in the past that Stu is dead. But my opinion on this is, if they're going to bring Stu back, this is going to be like the biggest plot twist ever. They need to keep it secret. So why would he say, yes, Stu's alive, we're bringing him back? No, he's going to say Stu's dead so that we all can be shocked when we see the movie. And also, after Kevin Williamson said he's dead, he came out later and said that he could be wrong because in the past, when he said before that certain characters were dead, he's been wrong. I believe he was referencing Kirby. He said in the past that Kirby was dead, and then guess what? Kirby's alive. So he has said that he's gotten it wrong before. I did do a video on this in the past where I shared the quote from him. This was like a year ago at this point, so maybe I'll do a new video on it to share like the link of the article or the quote from the article. But yeah, Kevin Williamson kind of backtracked what he said about Stu being dead. But also, like I said, even if he has said that he's dead, why would he admit that he's alive? Because this is going to be a big twist. New killers with the same stab motives is getting generic. I agree. Like I said, we've had 6 movies with all new killers. So why not bring someone back from the past, like Stu, who wants revenge on Sydney for trying to kill him in the first place? Let's bring him back, get it out of the way, and then the fans who are not a fan of Stu coming back, when it comes to Scream 8, they can go right back to new killers and they can be happy once again. You know, let the Stu fans be happy for one movie and then we can go back to new killers again. Scream movies ranked. Mine is 1, 4, 2, 5, 6, 3. What if Richie's mom shows up in 7? I don't think that she will, just because in the original script for 6, they did kill her. I know it's not technically canon, they don't say in Scream 6 that they killed the mom, but just because that was the original plan, I don't think that they'll bring her in. And also just the fact that we had Richie in 5, and then in 6 we had his family. I don't think that they would want to bring back another one of his family members in 7. At least I would not want to see that. Hey, random edits. Welcome to the stream. We're going to go for about another 15 minutes. So, like I said, if you have any comments or theories, leave them in the chat now, and I will try my best to get to them. Hey, Elite Computer Man. Hey, Elijah. You said Scream 7 will have a lot of flashbacks, including young Stu and Sydney. I do hope that we can see some kind of flashbacks. I have said before I would love to see a Dewey flashback. I just think it would be a great way for the fans to see Dewey again. And I also would like to see a flashback to Maureen Prescott's murder. I have said this quite a few times on the channel. I did a video on this, so if you guys want to check it out, it's in my Scream Theories playlist. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub to the second channel. Nice. Yes, I did mention previously, but if there's anyone new here, I do have a second channel. It's linked down below. Please go subscribe. I hope Scream 6 features an Ethan Landry TikTok thirst trap. I sure hope not. Out of all the female killers, who do you think is the craziest, the scariest, and the best female Ghostface killer of them all? I definitely think Jill was the craziest. The fact that you can like beat yourself up like that, you gotta be really crazy for that, for sure. Hey, Mickey, welcome to the live stream. Is Mickey coming back in Scream 7? I don't think so. I know this is a pretty popular theory. A lot of people think Mickey's alive. I'm not opposed to the theory. I just don't see it coming true. I don't think there's any reason to bring Mickey back. Um, he's never been mentioned in any of the sequels. I mean, besides briefly being mentioned in Scream 6, but like most of the ghost faces were mentioned on the police force. So I just don't think there's any reason for Mickey to come back. Hey, Jamie, hoping the killers are Stu and Jill. I mean, I'm definitely with you on Stu. I would absolutely love for Jill to come back, but I just don't know if they will do that. I would love for Jill to be working with Stu, but I've said before, like, I think that the creators know that so many people do have a hard enough time wrapping their head around Stu coming back. So to bring back a second Ghostface with him might be too much for people to handle. So they might think that it's doing too much, but I'm with you. I would love to see Jill also come back um, with Stu. Hey Tyler, you said if Stu returns, they need to have the Carpenter sisters be in the final act, either as final girls joining Sid to fight the cult, or have it be revealed that they joined Stu's cult as Ghostface. Yeah, so when Melissa and Jenna were still going to be in the movie, I did still think that Stu was going to come back and he was going to try to recruit Sam into the cult. Considering that she is Billy's daughter and he worked with Billy, it would be very cool to see Stu try to recruit Sam into the cult. But now that Sam's not going to be in the story, I just don't see it happening. Um, and it's unfortunate because I think that would have been a great storyline. I do still think that Stu's going to come back in 7 for revenge on Sydney without the Carpenter sisters being there, which sucks. I wish that um, they would be in the movie. Yes, Kane, we're going to go till 7:45 for me. It's about another 9 minutes. Yeah, Sean, I think Mickey is dead. He wasn't shot in the head, but he was shot a bunch of times. Evan Williamson was the one that originally wrote Stu to return in Scream 3. Exactly, that was his original plan, as well as, Wes Craven's plan. So Now that Kevin Williamson is back, what better way to honor his original plan and to honor Wes Craven, but to bring Stu back in 7 with Sydney? It would be so good. Yeah, Richie's mom, I don't think is gonna be back. Hi, Ethan. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hopefully, we see you next time. The name of my second channel is Surprise Sistapam. The link is down in the description if you want to click on that to go follow me on my second channel, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I have some goals to reach over there on my second channel to be monetized. I am trying to be a little bit more active over there. My plan on my second channel is not as much horror content as my main channel. I know you guys are all horror fans, but my second channel is going to kind of be covering a lot of my other favorite movies and TV shows like Game of Thrones. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, go subscribe. Also, How I Met Your Mother. I'm gonna get into a lot of my other favorite shows and movies over there, not just horror. My main channel is specifically for horror, but if you don't mind subscribing to my second channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Alex says, in Scream 7, a flashback that I would want to see is one that would show how Stu's death was falsified. I would also love to see that. Yeah, I hope that we get some kind of flashbacks filling in the gaps of some of the story. Like, you guys know how I think Stu killed Dewey, and Stu also attacked Gail in 6 and killed Brooks. So little things like that. I want to see, multiple flashbacks filling in the gaps. So I am with you, Alex. Kevin Williamson's plan for Scream 3 is probably why they hired him for Scream 7. I hope so. I mean, we also have Guy Busick in the writing room, who is a big time Stu believer. He's like the main writer for Scream 7. And he's been like wanting to bring Stu back since 5. He's been very vocal about it. So hopefully, since we have him for Scream 7, he will make it happen. That would be great. Favorite Ghostface? Definitely Stu. I think Kirby knows Stu is alive, possibly where he is, and knows about police being paid off to class him as insane. I do think that Kirby knows Stu is alive. I do have multiple theories on this on my channel. You know, Kirby is an FBI agent, and sorry, I got distracted. As an FBI agent, you have this top secret information. So it makes sense for Kirby to know that Stu's alive, but she wouldn't share it with the rest of the group. She wouldn't tell Sam, I know Stu's alive, because it's this top secret investigation. And I do think that the scene with Kirby and Mindy in Scream 6 is very important, where they briefly talk about Stu, and Kirby says the TV that killed Stu Macher, and Mindy says, yeah, if you believe he's really dead. And Kirby doesn't say anything in response to that. You know, if she actually thought Stu was dead, don't you think that Kirby would be like, that's crazy. What do you mean? Like, of course he's dead. I don't know. I do think Kirby knows a lot more than she's letting us know. Like I said, I do have multiple theories on this on the channel. So please go check it out. You can find it in my Scream Theories playlist or my Stu Macher playlist. Exactly. She like kind of wanted to say something to Mindy, but she didn't because she can't. Unfortunately, I do have to end the stream now. I do have some things that I have to do. So this was just a quick one, a quick hour. It always flies by. Usually I like to do 2 hours, but today I can only do 1 hour. I probably will go live tomorrow, so look out for that. If you have not done so already, turn on all of your notifications, all notifications, so that you can get notified the second that I go live, because I typically don't plan these things ahead. I kind of just pop on here when I get a free moment. I'm not sure what time, Chris. Possibly mid-afternoon, like 3 p.m. Eastern time. But maybe the same time as today, like evening, 6:45 p.m. I'm not sure. Like I said, make sure your notification is on so that you don't miss it. Hey, Lily Kim. I'm sorry. Yeah, we've been going for like an hour. I do have to end the stream. I'm sorry. I am seeing the chat. I appreciate you being here. I see that you're on Twitch because I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So I appreciate you being here. I really do. Please follow me on Twitch. I am going to do regular streams on Twitch and YouTube talking horror. So if you're a fan of horror, please follow me. Please subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes, Lily Kim, I probably am going to stream tomorrow. So please tune in if you don't mind. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow.